Hello, I am here. So I am Emma from Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts. I do have a website that is on the screen now, and I do have a Facebook group which is on the screen now. Do go and give it a join. I do ask some pointless questions, but um, it's just to make sure that you're human. Um, if you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. Sorry, I got totally distracted there by something out the corner of my eye. Do give us a subscribe. It's free to do on YouTube and all that jazz. On Facebook, like the Facebook page, come and join the group, thumbs up, all that jazz. It just really, really helps. I'm just going to do this. And then, if you are new here and you want to skip through, just skip forward a few minutes while I'm sorting the whole technology thing out, because I'm a bit rubbish at anything technology-wise, as you'll sure find out. And I also can't spell, which you'll also find out shortly as well. But it's lovely to have you here, and everybody's ever so lovely, and I just love it so much. I have a new stool as well. Hi, Dominique. So we're going to finish this off. We did start this on the last live. It's mainly the roof. I did add these extra buttercups and some words, but I just want to make the roof better, and I don't like the bees and the butterfly. They're very messy at the minute, but that one's not sticking either. We'll glue him back on as well. In fact, I'll do it now. There must have been something on the back of him to stop him. There we go. So we'll be able to see the glue on there, but all will be well. I might have to do him after. How are you, Dominique? How is everybody? Has everybody had a nice weekend? I've had a lovely, productive weekend. It's been absolutely fabulous, I do have to say. Hi there. So I updated the web with loads of new stuff. I'm not going to go through it all because I want to get onto this wood burning thing because I'm so excited about it. But first of all, I do want to finish this off as well. The clay has cracked a bit where it's dried and pulled out, but I actually really like that bit. And I've got some metallic paints. Hi, Kim. I've got some metallic paints, so I'm going to use a bronze and a gold. I'm just going to put tiny, tiny, tiny bits out. You will not need, like, you could use Gildan wax for this, but of course mine's safe. It's safe. Story of my life. And all I want to do is dry brush it on. So just to finish it off. I've gone with a bronze, so it sticks with a brown theme of the roof. I did pull some of the moss back as well, so it wasn't as... Sorry, I'm not even on the screen here. So it wasn't as mossy on the roof. But I want to be able to bring out all this detail that we put in. Like the wood. You can see it all there coming out, and it looks loads better. So I've ended up mixing the two because I wasn't watching. But you know what? Happy accidents. Happy little accidents. So I like that. And then I'm going to go over the bees and the butterfly and just try and make it so I like them, because I'm not keen on them at all at the minute. And that one wasn't glued on. Oh yeah, actually it looks loads better with that on. So there we go. That's all I wanted to do with that. Like I say, I did add the words and I did add an extra buttercup. But I didn't want to leave it last week as it was, because it wasn't finished and it was quite messy still. But I'm over the moon with it now. I love that. Imagine that hanging in your garden or something. Hi, Maxine. Hi, Lisa. So all I'm doing is finishing this off with a bit dry brushing in bronze and gold, just to bring out all that detail that we put into the wood. And I've gone over the butterflies and the bee a bit. And I pulled some of the moss back here. I didn't want the whole roof covered in moss. But, yes. So I think that would be a lovely gift for anybody. I mean, you could even just draw your own house out of cardboard. I really want to say this is Mad Hatters MDF. I could be wrong though. It probably is Mad Hatters because she's just awesome. And I love it. I also made a new water pot myself. But anyway, this is what I want to show you. So I have finished that. If anybody wants to see that and show it again. But this is the thing. Now, pyrography? Thank you. Pyrography. You normally have to have quite an expensive tool for it to do it properly, like decent. I've had a cheap tool before, and I did try and hold it like a pen, and I burnt my fingers quite bad. Obviously, I know this is me and not everybody, but also this is quite a clean way of doing it. It's just a pen. You're obviously not wood burning into the wood totally. It does burn the wood. You don't have to be able to draw it and go through stencils and things, but this is through a stencil, but it bled a little bit. Now, I have found a few different things. It works on paper. On different woods, it bleeds out, but you can kind of put a quick wash of watered down PVA and it kind of stops it a bit. But it's more this kind of wood that it does it on. It gives fantastic effects. You can go over watercolour with it, no problem. This is over acrylic. It gives a different effect, but it's really lovely. You get one of these coasters in the actual kit as well. It's a very nice coaster. You get, I'll show you everything, but this as well for Christmas. I mean, I got this for free, this board, and all I did was I went over it with gesso, and then I sanded it all back, and then I just doodled on it really. I wasn't thinking anything spectacular. I just wanted it to show. But I thought this was a lovely idea. And you can actually go in and paint all your elements after. But all I did was sand it back, added a little bit at the top. And I think that's just lovely for a kid. Oh, so you can get the wooden chopping boards and things for like £1. It doesn't have to be anything special. But we're going to play with it anyway. In the kit, you get 3 little rectangular tokens. You get 4 of the round tokens. You get 7 tassels in various colours and 7 of the keyring findings and the jump rings to go with it. You get the coaster, which is a really, really nice coaster, but then you get the pads to go on the bottom of it so it doesn't move around. You get a flower, and then you get an A4 wooden board. And all this really is to get you started with it being the board, because normally we work on MDF. It does work on paper really, really well and gives a lovely burnt edge. All I did with this after was dip my finger in a little bit of distressing, and I wet my finger as well and did it. But it works so well. I've just been experimenting. It works on the edge of these papers as well. So there's loads to play with. But I thought we can just sit and have a play. And you can stamp with it as well. I wouldn't go massive stamps, so that's one thing. But we'll have a play and I'll show you it all. I mean, that one there took literally 5 minutes. That's just a little bit watercolour, and then I just scribbled some trees on it. So it's, like I say, it's quite a clean craft. It's nothing, like, everybody can do it. I promise you, everyone can do it. All you need is a heat tool. And I think we've all got these. Well, you need the pen as well, but... So, I'll get that plugged in. And then let's play. So I love these little round ones. Perfect for gifts and things. I'm going to start off by showing you on the little stamp. Have I got a stamp ball, block? That is the question. What should we do? I'm going to stick with the little moth, and I need something to stick it onto. I don't know where all my blocks are. There's one. Hi, Brenda. Hi. Anyway, that's just coming in. I'm sorry if I've missed you. So, start off with, we're going on a little round one. And this is just as basic as it gets with it, honestly. All I'm doing is I'm using this pen to colour the stamp. I mean, I wouldn't go for massive big stamps, but you go distressed quite easy. You're going to get loads and loads of different effects from it. Have you? Well, I've yeah. I can't wait to see. And just stamp it on. And it's on. And all you do, hi thingies. And you heat it up. Oh, I have to go. So you can see it's going darker and darker, and you get this wood burn effect. It's incredible, honestly. I've had so much fun. And the longer you keep the heat tool on, like you can have it on and then go off and then come back to it. So if you feel like it's darking up and then you think you want it darker, you can go back over the top. Look, blew off. Right, I've got it. There we go. We'll see how cool is that. I mean, that's just used it in simple. And you just go around the edge with it. So you just draw it on. So basically, this is Emma proof. I mean, if you're working with kids with it, obviously you need adult supervision and everything else. But I've had so much fun with it, and I've got so many ideas because I think it's awesome. You must see. Can I go a bit further? So I mean, that there is the simplest terms. You could just write a name on the back if you want to. It's incredible, isn't it, Maxie? Absolutely incredible. So it's wood burning without the scary bits. And then all I would do after that is not take that jump ring because it doesn't want to be held. I'll never find it. Thank you so much. Yes, do give us a thumbs up, a like and a share and everything else. That would be absolutely fantastic. So the jump rings you get, you go in. I mean, you a pair of pliers might be handy just to nip them if your fingers aren't great. Like you're gripping and things. I mean, to be fair, I think everybody will have a pair of pliers or something to nip it with. Unless you're me. And all you do is nip the jump ring shut. I don't know where my pliers are, you know. I'm making it right. 2 minutes. Just need it closer. Hang on, I'll find the pliers. Alright, so all I'll do is pop this on. I'm making it look so hard and it's not. Come on, Emma. Oh, pop your tassel on. If you want the tassel on. I mean, if you're making them for men, because I mean, you could just have Dad on, you could have Granda. Have you got the little stamps with the words? No problem at all, Maxine. You'll be able to forward this bit where I'm fumbling. There we go. So it's on. Oh, it's not on. I've missed this off. Ah! I'll show you again just how easy it is in about 30 seconds. My life. There we go. So that there, in the simplest terms, is a nice little gift. Pop in a card and whatever. So that is that. I'm not playing with the jump rings anymore when I'm live. I'll do it on a video, but it's really easy. So that one. That one I did go over with resin to give it a shine. But I thought, I am working on this big board. This idea of this big board is you can just play with it. Get your bearings with it. And then you could paint over it and do something else with it. You could tear. I just thought, you know, it's a good basis to get all your ideas out on. I'm going to go in with the watercolour now. And we'll do some acrylic as well. Oh, let's see, what should we go with? Sunset, maybe? Actually, we'll just go quite simple with the greens, and so you can work straight onto the wood. And green, a little bit of this, and then I'll go into blues. Oh, I love that blue, and a darker blue. And then, just because, what I would do is, just to give it another effect, dab it back a little bit, and you get all this lovely texture going on. So dry it off. It's really, really cool, honestly, and it's like the tip of the iceberg what I've done so far with it. I know it's the wood burn. I've had a few people have said to me they would love to try it, the pyrography and everything else, but they just don't want to buy a £40 tool, and it's just something new to play with. So I'm going to leave that to dry a little, like cool down a little bit. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go over with some watered down PVA onto these just to see how it works. This is basically a plain live. I am plain. So got some off the other day. It's probably, we'll give it a stir. So on this one, I'm just going to go over a little bit. You don't need much. Like I say, I've already played with it a little bit, but I just thought because it works different over different things. I'll pop that in there. I'm going to grab some acrylic as well onto this one. And again, I'm going to water the acrylic down a bit. I just want the goldy look. I've got gold going on. And you obviously go through stencils and things. What I'm hoping is the PVA, even though it's just a very, very slight, just a tiny little bit over the top, is on this type of wood. We won't get this bleed. But I think as well, I think that water was still wet, because I found out as well you can't actually water this down a little bit. So with the water brush you can put it on and then pull it down, which is how I got. Where's it gone? I'll show you again. I'm too excited. You know what happens when I get excited, all just goes wrong. There we go. So we've got the watercolour, we've got the acrylic, and we've got the two with the PVA on. I've got a stencil. Where's it gone? So any stencil, like this one here, on like this, I'm going to put that over. I'll put it up. And then, so it goes on yellow so you can see where you've been. And again, doodle. You don't have to go for a stencil or anything. Oh, there, just like that. I just think they're going to make lovely gifts. And then this one, to get this effect. It's all right. Save no problem. You can watch back if you pull the little line on the bottom here and pull and watch back. Or you can just wait and go back after. So on this one, all I did was I kind of just sort of dotted them out to look like trees, and then I went back in a few times to add in places where I'd missed out. So what we'll do is we'll heat them two together, and it's like a magic trick. I'm absolutely loving it. But obviously once it's on like this, you can go over with pens and things and doodle into it and do Zen doodling type stuff. So the PVA has stopped, and has stopped some of the bleed, and it hasn't stopped how much it works at all. I mean, that's incredible. And then on this one the bleed actually helped. So you can see here at the bottom where I missed out on the tree. So the good thing about this is you can just go back in and add little bits wherever you want. And you'll probably never get the same thing twice if you're doodling yourself, which is just perfect. Everything's going to be totally original. Again, feel like oh, I love this for Christmas. Can you imagine Christmas decorations made with them, little hanging Christmas decoration things? This I love. I mean, you could so easily go back in with pencils or just a white pen over the top. I want to use a pencil. Just go in. You can totally go over anything at all that you want. I would say a white pen, but I seem to not have a white pen anywhere near us at the minute. I've been hunting for one pretty much all day. Oh, you can go around it, and obviously you can still go in and watercolour things out. That's a watercolour pencil, I think. Yes. Is it? Yeah. So you can pull it out. Once the wood burning pen is down, it's on, it's permanent, so you can go over the top quite easily. But the stamping is just incredible. And if you've got a stamp platform, you could do bigger stamps because you just do a bit at a time. I mean, look at that. I think that's gorgeous, especially for men. So this is the acrylic one. Now, this is the one I was a bit on the coaster I did. This one, I went over quite a lot of acrylic. The white pen is always in a safe place. This one, it didn't go quite as dark, but I absolutely love the effect that we got. So I've put gold on, and I am going to use the stamp again just to see. In fact, you know what? Let's go with a different stamp. Let's go for something a bit bigger. A bug. Let's have a bug on it. And I do have a bit of MDF next to us as well to try out. Because I haven't actually went on MDF yet. For some reason, I never thought about it. I went straight for paper. I went straight for the wood because it was a wood tool. But the pen is quite juicy. So, I mean, this for a gardener would be ace, wouldn't it? I think it's missed its belly out a bit. I'm going to take it in as far as I can. What's the magic? And this is totally safe. Wood burning, I'm amazed by it. Well, there's a little bit more subtle on the there's something I can hold on to. It's not going to. I love it. I really, really, really love it. Oh, see, it works brilliant over that. So it must just be the darker acrylic where it's more subtle. Oh, I like that a lot. That's totally different for a gardener or something. And just add a little bit of decoration around. So these could quite easily be for journals, journal tags. You could quite easily not use them as key rings and put them on the front of cards, or put them on the front of cards as a key ring, make them like a double use, so it's a key ring and a gift on a card. Just it's something different. It's not a messy craft. It's quite quick. It's fun. I love it. What about all thinking? Are you impressed with me or not? Right, I see. These are going to colour them as well, which is where, what was I going to colour? We'll go back to the keyring I did at the start. So you quite easily go back in and colour with fine liners and things. Oh, you know what I haven't tried? I love that. Absolutely love that. I mean, writing a name on the back. I haven't got alphabet stamps near us, but I do have this. Now, I'm wondering if I can hold it still enough. I'll go over this carefully and hold it in place. I might have gone underneath already. I have gone underneath. Hold on, hang fire. I need a different. There, we'll go with this one. I can hold it down a bit better. So I'm thinking cover the whole thing in the wood tool. And just mask it out. It's really hard when there's a camera over the top of us. Bear with. You'll obviously have loads more time at home. It's so cool, honestly. It's... There we go. Let's burn this and see. The silhouettes I just love. If you've got silhouettes done, do it on. Look, they're magic. Oh, I love it so much. You can just varnish that and that's it. Done. I've got my nail varnish next to us actually. The clear nail varnish, that would work. It's not perfect, it's quite distressed. Imagine how much, if you're selling stuff when you're making, you could sell these for 3-4 quid into key rings for gardeners and things, especially stuff like this. I've got glitter nail varnish, should we just go with that? I don't know where the clear one is. I'll just go over the top with the clear nail varnish. Sorry, I'm not. I brought the camera down so quite hot. You can see better. Hold it there. There's that. Oh, I just think they're fabulous. I see it's just a pen. Look at that. It's just a pen and a few bits. I love that. Do you know what it is? I'd be over the moon with that. And you can get the wooden bookmarks as well. I couldn't get my hands on any at a decent price. They were all stupid prices, but I'm pretty sure you maybe could. So you get this flower in as well. I have popped a flower in. Do you know what it is? All these little things I'm making, I'll finish them off and I'll pop them in orders because I just think they're so cute. You get the flowers and things. And now this is where you can sort of do whatever you want with it. I'm looking for another stencil. Everything seems to have... Christopher decided he needed a sandwich the minute I went live. So I've got these texture stamps here. This is what I was looking for. And yeah, it was like, how, Chris, I've got 5 minutes. I've got this one. I've not actually used this one yet. So now I'm thinking distressed. Actually, let's colour the flower first. What should we do? Do you know what? I want it brighter. You'll probably need a resin. Sheila, that reminds us, I haven't forgot, lovely. I've just... Do you know what it is? This weekend's the first time in a long time I've gotten so much done. A resin, you can get heat resins and things, but I don't know if you can get a heat varnish as well. Leave it with us, I'll have a look. I'll have a think. There we go. So I've got some colour going on there. I'll research it for you and get back to you. I'm going to tap that back and dry it quick. But I'm thinking poppers, I'm thinking fat poppers. I mean, this doesn't have to be watercolour, it could be an ink pad quite easily. And then, now I'm thinking distressed. I'm just going to colour over it. Now, I'm not pushing on hard because I don't want to. It is a felt tip. It's quite a juicy felt tip. But I'm more looking for distressed. Sorry. I'm going to lift it up a smidge because you really can't see where I'm at. There. Just a little bit. I'm going over it. And then I've been thinking about it, Sheila. If you message us some colours and things, I'll probably get to it faster. It's just, honestly, I'm going to take you back in. So I can't. It's just like magic. It's like, you know the magic colour that you had as kids? When you added water and the colour showed up. But this is so much better. So there's distress. You probably can't make out much of it because, actually I don't know, you know, I think it's gone on really well. I thought it would have dried on a bigger stamp, but it hasn't. It stays wet for a while. And the long needles didn't cool on. It's rather okay. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. It makes us so happy. Look at that. There's the ERT and then the rest of it going on around it. It's so cool. Right. Now I did say you could watercolour with it. And I'm going to grab... No, it is. I won't do it on here. What I want to do is sort of around the top. Like that. And it worked before. What I want to do is sort of pull it down a bit. Now what I did before was I just sprayed it. It's good. It burns different. Like not as much. So it gives a cool distress look. It's really fascinating, isn't it? I mean, I don't even know who came up with this idea, but I want to kiss them. I really, really do. I think it's fab. If you've seen the state of my fingers after I did some pyro, I mean, I am me. Normal people wouldn't try and hold it with a pen. I mean, look at how distressed it is when it comes down. Normal people wouldn't try and hold it like a pen, I don't think. This is just on dopey. But it's kind of made us frightened to want to do it again. So I'm thinking that, like that, and then going in with, do you know what it is? Just some simple kisses in. I don't want anything at all going on the floor. It can all stay there as well. Just like that. And that there, teenagers and things will love stuff like that. I don't know why, but they will. I would have loved that as a teenager. Just nice and simple. You could add, you can get little pom-poms and things to put on them. You can go in and add it thicker at the top again if you want. Take a border all the way around. And it works different on different papers. We're going to do a paper next. Oh, lovely. It's seconds as well. See, I love that. I think that's cool. Right. So I'm going to take a breather. And I'm going to get some of the dictionary paper. Now, I have put some more papers on the website. Some is Vintage Flowers. and some is lettuce because this one's gone. So I'm tearing it. Now what I found was if it dries a bit, it works a bit better. So if you do this and then you go back in with it, it works a bit better, and it gives you the authentic burnt look, you know, that like so you're not sort of using a lighter to burn your papers with and things. Yes, the cut, yes. So I am going to do it first. I think that's a bit now. Ooh. Okay. Still take a smidge longer, but you can already see how you're getting that like burnt edge, the authentic burnt edge to it. So watercolour paper takes a little bit longer, like the thicker it is. But this looks like you have burnt the edge, but safely. So imagine having your papers and your journals and things are on the edge of your card like that. So as much as I did put the wood and everything in, obviously we're paper crafters, I thought the wood's something different to try on. It's something cool. I have got, oh, they can stay there as well, I give in, a little journal, which I've just been, watch this space. Oh, the big journals are back in stock as well. The bigger concertina journals, they're back too. Sorry, it's like I've got a Tourette's, isn't it? So this here. So this is like a grey board. And I just wondered if it's already hot. You could quite easily make them into Christmas decorations. So I do have other wooden things on the web that you could use, but I thought if I included everything in a kit, then you get a go, as well as the pen. And I thought the findings and things, you don't have to go and source loads of them to make the key rings. Yeah, it kind of burns to a different colour as well. I like it. I do. I really, especially if I love that though. I love that so much. It's like an authentic burn, isn't it? Without having to burn anything. It's a coaster. Should we do the coaster? Now my coasters, I did do this one as well, which I never actually finished. I'll show you these again as well. But I just thought it looked so cool. And this is like a chalky watercolour I used. And all the little dots were, I put Take Time on in black pen first, and I remember what I was doing. This is the watercolour one. And this is the authentic burn line with the pen. That's just black. That's the pen. I haven't actually burned it much. I'm going. I did this about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago. And it still works. Even after, so if you decide you need it darker, just go back in. It looks really cool, doesn't it? Yeah, it gets darker and darker. You leave it on longer. But if you've let dry, you need to heat it longer to dry. What should we do with this? What should we do? Let's have a think. Do you know what? I've got this. I know I'm not. It's a Halloween one. I don't think it's not time for Halloween just yet. What have I got? So this here is MDF. So I couldn't find the, so I was going to show you before. So I'm all over the place. I'm so excited. This is the paper that we did on the jelly plate, you know, all the different mixed media papers. And I wanted to check and see if it works, but I wanted to do the edge first. I wonder if I could. Sorry if everybody hears that noise. I wanted to do the edge and I couldn't find a nail file or a bit of sandpaper. So what I thought was, so paper on MDF. I'll just do a little bit and we'll see what happens. Because I wanted to have like a burnt edge so it's like vintage. Obviously I'll go back and do it again. Oh, it's working fabulous, look at that. So it works on quite a bit. I like that a lot. I obviously don't keep the heat tool on for ages. Remember when you're drying watercolours and things like that, stop it and go back. You can always heat it up and let your heat tool maybe heat up for a little while beforehand. But I love that. Right, back to the coaster now because I'm excited. I'm sorry. Right. So I'm thinking we could go in with that pink there and that nice blue on the other side. So I've got the blue on one corner and the pink on the other. And if we just do that, a bit more blue. So you would need to seal this. Well, saying that watercolour, you maybe wouldn't, you know. You can maybe just get away with it and just keep painting it and changing it. If you're giving it away as a gift, I would seal it. I'm just going to colour that bit in. And I think I'm going to leave the top bit. I mean, that itself is cool, isn't it? Let's dry that. So it is quite dark, that, but this is where I'm thinking up here is where we could burn it to make it look different. And I'm thinking with this stamp again, you know, here. So it's the, I know it's got words in, but I was thinking more like a tea stain. Look, wrong way, Emma. And again, this on paper would be cool. We're going to do it on paper after I've just executive decision. So I'm going to go over onto the darker watercolour as well, just to see how it reacts, because I've got a funny feeling it won't show up as much with it being darker. It's like anything, isn't it? If you coloured it black, it wouldn't show up, but neither would the actual wood burning tool. I'm thinking that way, and then a little bit more, and we'll see. Let's see. But it is working. I can see instantly it's working. It's just not as dark, which actually, it's not as, it's actually going darker. Well, that's a surprise. I like that a lot. Oh, I love that. I really love that. In fact, I love this whole coaster full stop. I need to find the varnish now, definitely. So I'm thinking as well, you could go around the edge, or you could distress it and go around with this. So it's black. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Does anybody else love it? Is it just me? I love it so much. That is so cute, but that I absolutely love it. I love the flower as well. The flower's totally going on a card or something. These will all be turned in to gifts for you lot, I think, because I'm going to say that, but give us time. So, well, this one can come though. And this one can. They're finished. And then this is the one I watercoloured on. I put it on, then I just sprayed it. I'll show you on the back. And it was just... So I'm going to do that again. We've got it on. And then I just sprayed it with some water. And kind of... Let's put a bit more. Probably shouldn't go into water with it. Let it run. And we'll see where that's gone. And then I'm thinking... Oh, it hasn't moved as well that time. It doesn't matter though, it's still going to be cool. Maybe pull it down with a brush. The other one I just sprayed it, but I like this as well. It's kind of made it bleed that way this time. But if you pull it down with a brush, you're going to get that. And then if you go on with another stamp, so it could be any stamp that you've got at all. It could be a flower. Oh, I don't even know which way this goes, you know. There. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. I'm so excited. Look at that. Is that not something totally different? This one here, I'm going to go back over the top of it. Okay, and pull it down with the water brush. Again, and see if it goes darker over the top. Like so. You can't tell, can you not? I'm being really, really subtle about it. I wonder if it's because the wood's really hot. It's worked a little bit. You've seen it work before anyway, so. But it's still wet on me. So it's really juicy, the pen. It is going darker though, so if you go over it twice, it's going to go extra dark. And then, I mean, come on. And you could totally colour them. I love it. I love it. I'm going to go on the back of here with it. Let's pick a different stamp. I'm going to put that one back. Let's go with crosses. So they're quite thick crosses, and I'm thinking backgrounds now. Like really distressed, burned backgrounds. The pen doesn't actually smell at all either, which is quite cool. I mean, I would still wash your hands and everything after use and all that jazz. Take caution. Here he comes. Chris, do you want to see this? My new magic stuff. Come see, quick. Quick. I know I was waffling about you before, but I don't think you've seen it in action. So this is, you know the wood burn that I did that time and I burnt all my fingers?
Yeah.
Right. This is a pen that does that. It's what I was waffling about before, but you were eating.
Pen that burns your fingers?
No. Pen that does the wood burn thing. Like the pyrography, whatever it is. And you don't actually need this tool. It's kind of whatever's in the pen burns it. It makes the burns, it gets darker when you heat it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have you not got a clue? I don't think anybody else has now. I'm so excited. So when you heat it up, it does the pyrography without having to use the hot tool. And it works on paper. I mean, I did that edge before, so it's burned. And now I'm doing the paper backgrounds. Wait, I'll show you what else I've done. So again, even after you go back in and darken the edges of the papers and things, what we did before. In the background, I love that. I mean, you could just use ink to do backgrounds and things, but it's not quite as cool. Did that. And this bit, so it looks like it's burnt, doesn't it? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah? That one? Yeah?
Oh, that one's cool.
You like that one, do you?
Yeah.
And that one?
That one's cool too, yeah.
And that one?
Oh, it's like
It's like that one. And then this one as well, if you went here earlier. So for kids and gifts and things, you can get wooden stuff all over the place.
That one's awesome.
Yeah. So I have got a bit of MDF that I'm gonna try it on. So this is the door off the little house, and all I'm gonna do is you can pick them up as if you like, son, and everything else I dropped. And do is go up and down the door. Do you want to have a go? Later.
Later, maybe.
Yeah. Are you ready? You're watching the magic. So definitely works on wood, definitely works on paper. Yeah, it's so cool, isn't it? I'm just so impressed with the fact that you get the same sort of look without the need of the big tool. And it just makes it less hassle. It means we can play with it, to be honest, more than anything else. Because I know for a fact if we use the tool that you couldn't do it on paper. You definitely couldn't do it on paper. It would just set fire. And I mean, there's loads of people who do the wood burn and they're so talented. But I just thought, for us crafters that want to do everything, or me, I don't want to put everybody in that category, obviously. We're getting darker, so I've gone over some bits and not on others. It's fascinating, isn't it, Val? So if you get like the wooden baubles and things like that, you could totally personalise them. Are you going?
Yeah.
What do you think, though? Good. You like it?
Yeah.
You're going to say hello as well. You just came down. That's sort of Robert, aren't you?
The light is shining on this morning. I thought we could see the crack window.
Oh. Need to move to it. Just say hi.
Hi, everyone.
There you go. I'll let you go now.
Oh, no one said hi to me.
I think they did earlier on.
Oh.
I think everybody's just fascinated by this. He's not bothered. Look at that. Everybody's saying hi now. Make you feel better.
Okay.
Ah, they are. Has he guilted you all? Actually, no, I think he's all did anyway. It really doesn't matter. I'm so excited. I love this one. I think this one has to be my favourite. And this one. Love this one. Obviously, it doesn't have to be the really dark colours. It could just be like sage green and cream with the wood. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Could do that on the other side. Where's my pen? Where's my brush? Let's have one more go with it and then I will love yous and leave yous because... So, sage green, maybe it's not. We'll go for a normal green. A lighter one. And a brown. So that's not sage green at all, is it? That's like neon green. Hang on. Go for that and then we'll go for more brown. Let's see. Still not. Anyway. It's all good. Just remember, I can't seem to do light colours. It's the problem. I'm only joking. Let me go over this again. Let's see. So it is getting darker as well. Oh, I'm fascinated with it. I think it's fabulous. I think whoever invented the actual pen is just a genius. Thing is as well, it means sort of grandkids and things can have a go with it, and you're not kind of having to helicopter them in case they do what I did and try and hold it like a pen. Anyway, I'm so excited. I'm going to be here all night. And this one, all I did was, you know, when I went through the stencil, I'd put on the acrylics. I mean, I made them quite watery as well. And then all I did was I drew through the stencil with it. And I just think it's so nice. And it's not neon green in your face. Because I know not everybody else likes that. This could just be a me thing. In the house anyway. In the art journal's a bit different. You've been playing with the dogs, that's fine, I'll let you off. Mine has been a witch today. Absolute witch. Honestly, she's been so naughty. I'm hoping she's asleep now. She's been really quiet for the last hour. I've been on an hour. Oh, dear, I love this effect so much. And then all you do is, once it's totally dry and sealed and everything, the little foam feet that you get with it, is you just pop them on, and it just means that if you're putting your teas and coffees and things on them, it's not going to move all over the place. It finishes them off quite nice as well. So everybody gets one of them to go with the toast and everything in the plate. Everybody who gets the plate. So there we go. I probably need a nap after this. I love it. I love this so much. So much. And I mean, these on the sides of your journals and things as well. And that on the front of a card. You could totally. I mean, we'll revisit this. I've got so many ideas. And look at that, the stamped. I think it's just incredible. Incredible. And that one. I think that one's a firm fave as well. Maybe the glitter I wouldn't. Maybe this one as well. And then, oh, I do want to show you this as well. Now, I stole me mum's for not telling her. But I've gotten some for us. And it's Taylor's chalk in black. Now, I've never seen it like this before. It's years and years old. I think I've seen some in Beamish Museum, actually. And what it does is, do you know, because I'm quite into the mark making and everything, again, it's like another go around the mark making. This here, it's Taylor's chalk was meant to wash out. I can't imagine this one doing it though. It really goes on. It's on watercolour card, so it goes on like that. It's crumbly, it's chalk. But what you can do is watercolour it out. So it's like a black chalk, like pastel, that sort of washes out and makes the most fabulous marks and things. I just thought it was such a good idea. I mean, my mum's was like a corner of it left. And obviously, if it's not in a textured paper, it'll go on really smooth and dark. But I was thinking, you know, on the mixed media papers and things, I'm a mark making on the different ones. And also, I did want to show how I made those wings with the paper. So we'll do that on Tuesday, if you remind us. I will make something with the wings in the wire, because I did find me wire. I'll show you how I made the wings. But there we go. I am going to love you and leave you. I'm so excited by all of this. I'm going to be here all night. Lots of love. Thank you so much for putting up with my excitement, craziness. It's like I've got Tourette's. I'm all over the place. It's so funny. I'll probably not watch this one back ever because I'm always too excited. Have a lovely Monday. They do different colours in the Taylor's chalk. Yes, I couldn't. It's normally like red. The white one I want to get a hold of, but I just thought the black was such a fabulous, like a dark tool, especially, you know, for going round like the images that like, you know, when I go around on so this is the thing I put down. I was thinking if we rub a bit of that on and then wash it out, it's going to give a fab shadow. Sheila, what other colours can you get in it? Send us a message anyway. I'm going to say lots of love. Bye for now, because it's been on now and I'm waffling and I'm so excited. Have a lovely Monday. Lots of love and bye for now. Do check out the web. It's on there and the new stuff. There's lots on. Bye for now.